Hello and welcome to PasSpareTime. How is everybody on this Monday evening? Hope you're doing well. We've got exactly $500 of ones left. The last 500 unsearched ones in the house. I'll have more soon. But we're going to hunt them tonight and look for fancy serial numbers, old bills, star notes, and such. Hope you all are doing well. Alright, let's see who's here. Tom Thumb, good to see you. Austin, good to see you. I'm glad you're hooked now. Hello Eric, hello Chew. Hello Strings Master. I know Eric, it's sitting right there, waiting to be mailed to you. Hasn't gone anywhere. It has not gone anywhere at all. I just got home from Hudson's baseball game tonight. Grandson age 14 that he's co-founder of the channel. And individually he had a very good game. He pitched 4 innings, left with the lead. And went 3 for 3 at the plate with 2 singles and a triple. Unfortunately, we ran out of pitchers after that and allowed a big comeback, losing 16 to 12. I think is what the final score was. We had a first base coach that in a bases loaded situation told the runner at first there was 2 outs to go when the ball's hit. And it was a pop fly, and there was actually only 1 out, so it ended a double play with our leadoff hitter coming up next. I was that coach. Oops, I swore there were 2 outs. Told him after the game, even coaches make mistakes, and boy did I. Did I. Hello Chad Friday, good to see you. Alright, well, you know what? I know a bunch more people are going to pop in, but let's see if I can get these all going in the same direction. These have the Federal Reserve strap on it. There's a strap of $501 bills. I order 2,000 a week from one of my local banks. They order them from the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve ships them to them. Neither one of them puts them all facing the same direction. So then I sort them out a little bit here and I'll get them all going the same direction. I'm just glad to have them to search. We appreciate my banks. I've got a great relationship with them. And people asking, why don't you do that before the stream so it doesn't take so long? Well, I could. It's no more work for me when I do them. But I want our hunts to be as authentic as possible, and I don't want to accidentally see something while I'm straightening these out, and then when I'm doing a live stream pretend like I've never seen it before. That's not how I roll. So to keep our hunts as authentic as possible, I do sort these out right before I start streaming, and that way when we have a find we will all find them at the same time. Hopefully we get some good finds. The star notes have been a little light the last couple of streams. We found 3 and 4, I think, the last 2 streams. Alright, I'm getting close to these all going the same direction. Boy, were they messed up. Totally messed up. But now, I think we're ready to go. Hello, Timothy. Good to see you. Yeah, this is Little League 15 and under fall ball, and I think both teams didn't have their best pitchers available because you can only pitch so many innings a week, and we played Saturday, and then we saved back Hudson so he could pitch today starting, and we thought we'd save back a couple other people, and one of them we were wrong on the rules and he couldn't pitch, and that hurt. But, you know, no biggie. All right, hello, Boom Boom. What we're doing tonight is the same as every night. And now YouTube's telling me it's a good time to run an ad, but I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it right now. You're welcome. I will run an ad later tonight to help pay for some of the giveaways that I'm going to do. And the first giveaway I'm going to do, well, not the first, but the first one I'm going to announce that we will give away later is a silver certificate that I will give away at the end of the stream. And the end of the stream's like an hour and 45 minutes from now-ish. Silver certificate, $1 in silver, payable to the bear on demand. A little wrinkly. That's a lot wrinkly. 1957A, blue ink, blue seal. I'm going to give that away at the end of the stream. All you got to do is be 18 years of age or older, 13 years of age or older with parental permission. Be in the stream at the end of the stream, and enter the prompt I tell you to, and then the computer is going to pick us a winner, and you're going to email me and claim it, and I'm going to ship it to you. I'm going to ship it to you. So you ready to do some hunting? Let's do it. Hello, Easter. And I'm sure that's wrong, but hello. 6 star notes tonight. I hope you're right, Eric. What I'm looking for is I'm looking at the date right here. That's a 2021. I'm looking for a 1995 and earlier, because all of those are going to be worth more than face value and be worth keeping. Where that B is, I'm looking for an X or a Y, because those are deeper runs and have more value. Or I'm looking for a star, which would indicate that it's been printed as a replacement note, and those have become wildly collectible. They're going for, as of yesterday, $4 a piece if they're in really good shape. And then I'm also looking at the serial number to see if it is a fancy serial number, and we will cover those as we find them. Also, some of the examples of fancy serial numbers are scrolling along the bottom of the screen. I got it right. Hey, that's unusual for me, but I'm glad. I'll probably mess it up next time then. Turning 40 on tax day. 40. To be 40 again. Paul turned 60 last November. That was a hard one for me. How can I get crispy dollars? You know, you get lucky, Austin. And then occasionally you'll get a full strap that has a lot of newer ones in it. So just keep getting and searching. Just keep getting and searching. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, if I miss one that I would normally keep, and I give you a clue, the ones I usually miss are bookends. Starting with 201, ending with 201 would be a 3-digit bookend. Starting with 20, ending with 20 would be a bookend. If it starts with 20, ends with 02, even though it seems like maybe that's a bookend, it's not. But if you see it and I missed it and you're the first to type it into chat, hey, you missed a bookend. And then if I can go back and find it, I'll send it to you for free if you're 18 or older, 13 or older with parental permission. Let's get going. Now those two are, you're asking about crispy bills. Those are crispy. They're fairly new, and they're consecutive serial numbers. Now consecutive serial numbers, unless they also have something else going for them, really doesn't add anything to the value. So we'll ship those back to the bank. There are times if you get a fancy serial number and sequential serial numbers that it does add value. And if that were to happen, I will point it out. I will try to keep these on the screen tonight so you can see them. If I get off, yell at me. If you see people in here that are in blue in the chat, those are my moderators. They help keep me organized, keep our chat family friendly. And if you see somebody in green, that means they're a member of the channel. And they pay a little extra. We almost had something fancy there. You can become a member of our channel for as little as 99 cents a month to get you some perks, like the ability to bid in our auctions, and you get free shipping in our auctions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and unfortunately one more 8. Had that been a 1 or a 9, this would be considered a broken ladder, and those have a nice value above face value, but as is, that's a close but no cigar. 29696269, kind of a cool one. 2 6s and 9s, that's what we would call a trinary note. A trinary note is a note that only uses 3 numbers to make up the serial number. They don't have a lot of value, about $1.50 on eBay right now. That one does also have a printing error. If you look at that first 6, and this isn't a great example of it, but there's a little more ink on that first 6 than the other 2. And in the more extreme examples, they bring some additional value. That one really won't, but it is a trinary note, so we will hang on to it. We will hang on to it. Hello, next to kin. Good to see you. Hello, Sheba. Good to see you. All right. Let's get a crazy good find. I'm going to raise that up just a little bit so I have a little more margin for air. If I happen to wiggle a little left or right, that won't be off screen maybe. Hope you all had a great first day of the work week. I'm retired, so my day was pretty much coaching baseball tonight. That 2 is raised a tiny bit out of alignment with the rest of the serial number. We call that a gas pump note or an odometer note. They do have a little value above face value. I have so many right now, and I don't have an eBay store that I'm selling out of yet, that I'm not keeping any additional ones till I sell a bunch of them, because I have a bunch. Yeah, if you can find an error bill or an error coin that goes the same, a lot of times those will have more value. There is a future birthday note, December 18th of the year 2778. At my last physical, the doc says I'm very unlikely to live another 600 years, so we're not going to hang on to that one. You never know what you're going to find when you flip over the next bill. We've been hunting coins on YouTube for the last 4+ years. We have over 1,700 videos out there on coin hunting and currency searching. I've been searching fancy serial numbers on dollar bills now for the last 6 months. I've got quite a collection going. I got thousands of bills that I have saved. At the end of the second strap, I'll show you some of our best finds from the first 60 days, or first 6 months of doing this. 74, 57, 57, 54. 4s, 5s, and 7s. That's going to be another trinary note. Again, I don't keep all of these, so if I skip over a trinary note, it didn't strike my fancy. I kind of like that one. Only 3 numbers in the serial number, so I'm going to hang on to that. That's our second trinary note so far. We want something a little better than that, and we will find something. We'll get some good finds. Jenny Folk, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We appreciate that. We would ask, if you're here and you're not subscribed, to please consider subscribing. The CloudBot doesn't recognize every subscriber. It's an OBS thing. I wish it did, but I apologize to anyone that doesn't get recognized. But it means the world to us and doesn't cost you a thing. It's free. December 26th of the year 1645. That's a historical date, birth date note. I'm not aware of anything marvelous happening on this date. A lot of people would keep that, Google it, and see if something amazing happened, and it may have a little value. It's not going to have very good value though. Chris Hicks, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. All right, give us something good. Give us something good. Give me an old bill. I'd like to see a star note. Give me another binary note with only 2 numbers making up the serial number. That would be awesome. We average over 1 star note per strap of $100 bills, but that doesn't mean we find one every strap of 100. But that is our average. The last 2 nights we've been running a little under average, but you never know. I found over 10 in a strap of 100 before. And star notes is one of the things we're definitely looking for. The Mint has announced that in the future they're going to stop recognizing or making star notes to signify a special print run of to replace misprinted and damaged bills. So my guess is star notes are going to keep going up in value because they're eventually going to go away. Hello, Jeff Malone. Good to see you. Birthday note, 1946. I don't think so. I'll look, Jeff. I am not immune to missing them, but I don't miss a lot of birthday notes. I'm looking for a 1946 birthday note that I may have missed. Now, if you said bookend, I definitely think you're probably right. There was a 1948 that was close to a birthday note, but not. That's all I'm seeing, so I'm going to guess you're referencing that one. The 1948 part is correct, but the 50 part is not. The 02 part is right. That could work for a day or a month. But February 50th of 1948 does not work, so that is not a birthday note. So I'm assuming that's the one you were talking about. I do remember seeing it now. 1s, 4s, and 9s. Another trinary note. Only 3 numbers making up the serial number. 1s, 4s, and 9s. They got a value of about $1.50 in good shape on eBay. I keep some, but I don't keep all of them. But I will put that one in the keeper stack for right now. Yep, just the year. Nick C., thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. I do stream with 2 of my grandsons, Hudson age 14, Rhett age 11. We typically stream on Saturdays at 2 p.m. and we do a 5 to 10 boxes of $half. But they are both playing baseball this fall, and we have games every Saturday, so we are on hiatus from that. We do also put out a daily short video on coin hunting where I show off some of our best finds of the week because I have boxes of pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. Brandon, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. And those come out every evening late, usually around 12:30. You can look for those. We do videos on coin hunting as well. So if you do subscribe, you may want to consider hitting that bell notification because we put out a lot of content. That 0 right there is really over inked. You see the first 0 and the second 0? That is a printing error. It's an over inked 0. That one is obvious enough and radical enough. I'm going to keep it. I have stopped keeping over inked bills because I've got so many. But that one is really, really over inked. And look what we got next. We got a star note. Star notes make me happy. Hello, Cortex. Good to see you. Thank you for that, London. I'm not sure that would probably bring me any extra value. Thanks for looking it up. No, don't worry about it, Jeff Malone. Don't think I've passed a birthday note, Chris. If you've got the exact date, I'll go back and look, though. This one, however, is a star note. This one is a star note. Why am I so far away? That star at the end of this bill indicates this was printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted bills that they messed up during the printing process. So when we find a star note, we go over to the star note lookup page. Let me get this squared up. This is called mycurrencycollection.com. It's a website you're going to want to use because if you find a star note, you're going to want to go check it out. Got the denomination in, $1. This is a 2021 note. We need to put that in. Then we key in the entire serial number, including the first letter. This one begins with a B, 04403 270. Now, star notes are usually printed in a run size of 3.2 million. 90% of them you look up are going to be a run size of 3.2 million. Those are less rare. What we're looking for is the other 10% that have a lower print run, which could add value to this bill. Let's see. 3.2 million, nothing to be disappointed about because that's what you would expect. You look at the bottom here. It is a heat chart, and it shows that that is over in the permafrost of less rare. So we don't worry about that anymore. We come back over here. Star notes in good shape are going for $3 or $4 on eBay right now. That one is very, very wrinkly. It's also fairly crispy. I'd probably stick that in a book and let it flatten out for 6 months or so under some weight and see if I could straighten it back out. Either way, that's our first star note of the night, and we like the star notes. Thanks for all those star emojis. I appreciate it. There you go, Tabasco Road. Me too. Me too. The last four were 0703. All right, I'm going to go look. If it's really, really historical, I do not keep those either. If it's not going to be a bill that, yeah, there it is. That is the right format for a birth date note, and if we were 1,000 years earlier, it would be a birth date note. But July 3rd or March 7th of the year 1208, a very hard date to research, so I don't keep those. Even though it's the right format, there's no extra value in those. But good eye, good eye. Is there a star on the other serial number? There certainly is. I banged my camera. That's not going to help anything. Hold on a second. Let me get squared back up here. There is a second serial number on the other side. It also has a star. If that star happens to be over inked and filled in, those have a nice value. People are going gaga over them. I always, as I'm going through, I peek over at that number to make sure the last 3 digits match that one, because you can find them evidently mismatched, and if you find one of those, they have a nice value over face value. Back to the hunt. See, this is another one. September 26th of 1173, but they're just not worth keeping. Again, I am looking for things that will have a value above face value that makes it worth hanging on to. And just because I keep something or don't keep something doesn't mean that's what you should keep or not keep. It's what I'm doing. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I keep some that other people wouldn't. A lot of people don't keep trinaries at all. A lot of people keep every over-inked bill. Just depends where you want to invest your money. I'm getting to the point I have so many dollars in my collection now, I've got to start selling because how many dollars do you want sitting around? I don't know, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there for sure. Hello, Roger Rodriguez. Good to see you. Hello, Azure Blue. I'm a star. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Rasher, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You know, I find the hobby of coin collecting and currency searching to be a lot of fun. It has a treasure hunting aspect to it. I've got a 14-year-old, 11-year-old grandson that will sit here and search with me for 4 hours, and if I can keep them off of the computer and their cell phones that long or video games, I figure that's a win. And doing it in this format where YouTube announces this out on the shorts feed, a lot of people will come in and watch a little bit of this to see what it's all about, and a percentage of them will say, hey, that's kind of cool, I'm going to check my change. And I recommend to everybody to check your change, because you may be getting ready to spend a bill or a coin that would pay for what you're getting ready to buy, or in the rare case could be worth an awful lot of money. But we appreciate everyone that's here. We've got almost 200 people watching right now. We've already had 5,000 views. We appreciate that. If you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a penny on Monday nights. Actually, it doesn't cost you a penny any night, but it sounds better if I say just Monday nights. And it means the world to us. My 2 grandsons have given me the edict to keep streaming, Paul. They call me Paul instead of Grandpa. and they're wanting to hit 20,000 subs by the end of the year. We don't make any more money by hitting 20,000 subs. We don't get a thank you, an email, a play button, anything from YouTube for it. It's just part of the journey. It's a nice little landmark for us to try to get to. And I'm going to keep putting out the content when I can, and I try to do this format 3 to 4 times a week. We do also the daily short video on coin hunting for people to watch. I think I had a box with 47 wheat cents last week, so a lot of my short videos are on wheat pennies right now, and there's some valuable wheat pennies out there, and I always like to find wheat pennies. But you never know, it could be on nickels, could be a buffalo nickel, a silver nickel, a proof nickel, could be a silver dime. There is no telling. CEO The God, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. We appreciate that. We are coming to the end of our first $100 that we're searching tonight. Our first strap, every strap has $100 in it. Hello, Axiom Ape, Chris Beebe, 4-star notes, all perfect, no wrinkles, no damages, nothing. The very best place, first off, you want to go to mycurrencycollection.com, Chris Beebe, and you want to look it up and see what the print run size is. And if the print size run is less than 3.2 million, they could be more valuable. William John, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Alex Lamble, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I will tell you that eBay, Butterfly Angel, what a pretty name. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. eBay is the best source right now to check values of fancy serial numbers and star notes, older bills. Unlike coins, where you go to pcgs.com, which is where I usually look up values. This is a new enough phenomena that eBay is where people are selling most of their fancy serial numbers. So you go to eBay and you search something like $1 star note, and it'll pop up and it'll list what all prices people are asking for them. Scroll all the way down in the bottom left and there'll be a box to check that says recently sold. Click that and then you will get what they're actually selling for, and you get an idea of what their value truly is. Overink date, yeah, a lot of the overinks I won't talk about. I've got so many overink bills. I'll point out the next one I see that I'm not collecting anymore right now, but overink bills, I did keep one a little while ago because it was so overinked. Where'd it go? There it is. I kept this one because that zero, that second zero, is so overinked that I held on to it, but I've literally got hundreds of these. Joseph Phillips, thanks for subscribing. I keep and sell on my auctions a full set of 0 through 9. Alberto, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. But if I skip an overinked bill, it's just because I don't usually keep them. One's got to really strike my fancy for me to keep it. We just got a few bills left in this first strap of $100. We're doing 5 straps tonight. We do have a giveaway at the end of the stream as well, where we're giving away a silver certificate. Hey, the last one's a star note. Boom! Second star note of the night. Unfortunately, it's got some uck on it. Robert Larson, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. So this one's not going to fall in the category of worth $4, but it's worth over face value. And when we do find a star note, by the way, that star indicates this was printed in a special run of replacement bills to make up for damaged or misprinted bills. Not that I know of, Eric. Haven't found an upside down. Haven't found an upside down. When we find a star note, we go over to a website called mycurrencycollection.com, and it's got a star note lookup page, and we key in the denomination, which I've got set at 1. Michelle Bender, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. This one's a 2013. G-Wolf, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Again, our CloudBot doesn't catch all new subscribers, Sorry about that. We do appreciate all of you that are subscribing tonight and previously. After we put the date in, we key in the entire serial number, including the first letter L. That L would indicate this came from San Francisco. L067231138. And usually these are printed in run sizes of 3.2 million. What we're looking for is one that's not. Let's see. And that one again is a run size of 3.2 million. It is decidedly less rare. It's in the permafrost on the heat chart, but that's okay. That does not hurt the value any. It just doesn't add any additional value to it. And that's our second star note of the night out of the first strap, and that ends the first strap, and we're always glad to see star notes. Anyone I've missed in the chat, I apologize. Trying to search and run the chat at the same time, so I a lot of times won't get to everybody. But if you tag me and you got a question or whatever, I will most certainly try to answer your question. We are giving this away at the end of the stream. It's a silver certificate. Blue ink, blue numbers, 1957A, $1 in silver, payable to the bearer in demand. Not in great shape, still worth about $5. And we'll be giving that away just because you watched tonight. Someone's going to get that mailed to their house. The second strap I am going through and putting so they are all facing the same direction, because evidently that costs extra. I'm just glad to have them to search. I don't mind putting them in the right order, but they end up not in the right order most of the time. Occasionally they'll surprise me and I'll get several straps in a row and they're all facing the same direction. And the reason I don't put these in the right order before the stream is because I don't want to accidentally see something that I have to then act surprised I see later. I want to keep our hunts as authentic as possible, and I want to see it at the same time you see it. We got something really cool. I want you to get a accurate representation of how I feel about it. And one of these days, like somebody colored that one in purple. Not worth any extra, but kind of cool. I'm going to find one that has the solid serial number all the way across, like all twos all the way across in the serial number, and there's a worth mucho dinero, and I'm going to be very happy. I'll be doing my happy dance from the chair. Or find a ladder that has all 8 numbers in a row. Never found one of those. But I've only been searching for 6 months, so I'm going to keep looking. After this strap, I will show you some of my best finds from the first 6 months of doing this, so that you can see those, get an idea of what they are. And let's get going. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Hello, Samantha. Thanks for being here. Hello, Mr. T. Culp. 3 singles cut from the same sheet in excellent condition. Serials match ending in 76, 77, 78. If it's an older year, those are classified as consecutive serial numbers. Now, if you get them and they're still on the printed sheet, which I have some hanging on the wall, they're still on the printed sheet, which you have to order directly from the mint, they have additional value. If they're newer bills, like 2021, that are consecutive serial numbers, really don't have any additional value. If you would find some from 1995 or earlier consecutive serial numbers, might have a little extra value. Well, thank you, Eric. Dad hunts coins in the house. Bills are dirty, dirty, dirty. Yes, I wear gloves for 2 reasons. Just gonna something. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to PasSpareTime family. The first is to protect my fingers from very dirty coins and dollar bills. And the second is it gives me a better grip on the dollar bills, so I don't have to be licking my finger or anything to go through these. I can grab them. So that's why I wear them for the dollar bill search. You don't have to, but I do. That is a heavily over-inked 7. You can compare it to the second 7. Some people would keep that. I will not, because I already have too many. If you just popped in, what I'm searching for is the date Taurus 27800, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I'm looking for anything 1995 or earlier. Brenda Johnson, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Because 1995 or earlier, it gives me some things to look for as far as the web note printing process. And anything 1995 or earlier is going to be worth more than face value just because it's old and it's a survivor. I'm also looking where that C is for an X or a Y because those are deeper runs of dollar bills and they have more value. Or I'm looking for a star there that will indicate that it is a replacement note to make up for damaged and misprinted bills, and those have become wildly collectible. So you gotta like that. Dad Hunts Coins is one of my moderators. A great friend of the channel, has been with us since pretty much the beginning, and he volunteers his time to help me keep this a family-friendly channel, help answer questions, keep me organized, which is probably his hardest job. He is also a content provider. He's got a couple children that he hunts with, and if you're looking for somebody else that puts out content, you can continue or consider subscribing to Dad Hunts Coins. He's got a fun channel as well. All right, let's find something amazing. Let's find an oh my gosh, I was there moment. Let's do it. You never know when those moments are going to happen. But they do happen. That's a little bit of an overink too. Not one that I would keep. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. A good value on a bookend Trinary. Trinary is worth about $1.50. Bookend adds just a little bit of value to that. It's going to go for $1.50 to $2 usually, unless the numbers are super fancy. If you get a 3-digit bookend where the first 3 numbers and the last 3 numbers match, they're worth a little more. Much easier to sell. All 4 in a row. DO 1 3 4 6 7 6 6. I got you. It depends again on the year, Chris Beebe, but unless they're older, it's not going to really carry any additional value. $10 bill with a serial number that's entirely over inked, all numbers and letters. That would be worth something. I haven't looked it up. BRJ1111. You could Google that on, not Google it. You could search it on eBay and see what they've sold for. $10 bill with over inked serial numbers, and you get an idea what it's worth there. Or you could email me and send me a picture, and I'll be glad to look it up for you. I certainly will, Azure Blue. I'm sure that one of the moderators, and it might just be Dad Hunts Coins, will put up my email address so y'all can email me. Yeah, as a teller, you're washing your hands all the time. I bet that's right. I bet that's right. Just gonna get better. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Trinaries, they do have some value above face. A lot of people don't keep them at all. A lot of people keep all of them. Just depends. It'd be hard selling them on eBay and shipping them, paying eBay fees to make money selling Trinaries. Now, not all Trinaries are created equal. 7s, 8s, and 0s are the most sought after numbers by collectors. 7s are considered lucky in U.S. culture. 8s are considered lucky in the Asian culture. 0s, I guess just because it's a 0 and they look kind of cool on a bill. 11/12 of 0670. December 11th of 0670, November 12th of 0670. Either way, a little too historical to have any value. Again, we do appreciate everyone that's in with us tonight. We've got over 200 people watching, over 8,800 people that have popped in to watch the stream. Thank you very much. We have been hunting coins on YouTube for over 4 years. You're like, hey, you're not hunting coins right now. Why are you saying that? Just so you know. We do still hunt coins. We do a daily coin hunting video, and we put out a short video. There's some of my best finds of the week. Comes out every evening. Check those out. They're 30 seconds or less. And here's something you don't know. A lot of stuff that you might not know about our channel. When I find something in my short videos, like there's a bunch of wheat pennies, buffalo nickels, silver dimes, I throw it in this glass jar. And at the end of the month, I post a video saying, hey, it's the end of the month, it's time to give away all my finds from the month. Jared Merman, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. And all you have to do then is be a subscriber, leave a comment on that video, and a week later, the computer will pick us a winner, and I will ship all of my finds from the previous month to you. We've been doing that for about a year. I don't think anyone else is doing that, but to each their own. But you got a chance to win some goodies, and that's a bunch of wheat pennies. That's a bunch of wheat pennies and silver and goodness in that jar. If you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It does help us out tremendously. I help with two of my grandsons, age 14 and 11. Brandon Howard, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Brand, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. They have set a goal for me. $50. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. They have set us a goal to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that's a very aggressive goal. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I have committed to them that I would try to do this format 3 to 4 times a week because it reaches more of you. That's an over 8.9, by the way, but not one I would keep. It is a printing error. The rest will be up to you. And if we reach 20,000 subscribers, it doesn't change anything financially for us. We don't get any fancy play button or even a thank you note from YouTube. It's just kind of a cool milestone to hit. They're consecutive serial numbers, but no additional value because the number is not fancy. I had a broken ladder, but it had 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 in it. So unless they're consecutive, Amy, it doesn't count for me as a broken ladder. There are people that keep all bills with 8 different numerals on them, but they are technically not a broken ladder. It would have to have a 5 in there, so I don't hang on to those, and I don't let the number roll around. So that one's missing a 5. It wouldn't count. I have some bills with serials 002, 02, 500. That would be a trinary note worth about $1.50. It's also a bookend note, double zeros on both ends, maybe increasing the value. Quad 7s at the end of the bill, that's cool. 14, 14, 77, 77, that's worth a few bucks on eBay. And then July 6th of 2008, birthday notes in good shape are going for $10, even $20 each on eBay. So those are good ones. You know, I use several different cameras, but a Logitech for the most part. One baby gorilla, Johnny Sparks, just subscribed. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. There are times when other YouTubers will come visit me, and we have had as many as 8 people searching at the same time. So to get my computer to recognize all the cameras, I have to buy different ones. So the software on OBS doesn't recognize the wrong camera. So Logitech cameras are probably my favorite, but I can't have all Logitechs or it won't let me stream. It keeps messing up. I will even use Apple cell phones occasionally. Squiggy Pop just subscribed. Thank you, Squiggy Pop. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Yeah, not all subscribers. Chris M, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Not all subscribers show up. They're captured by a cloud bot on OBS, and it doesn't catch them all. But Chris Sweet, I appreciate you subscribing, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. All right, how much are $100 consecutive star note bills worth banded? David Little, here's what I know. It's hard to get right now $100 bills that are even not star notes, that are consecutive serial numbers in a full band to get 100. If you get 100 that are not star notes, they're selling. on eBay for $150. That's only happened for me once, because they are starting to pull out some of the numbers so you can't get 100 consecutive. 100 consecutive star notes, I'm going to assume they're going to all be crispy uncirculated. So if they were just regular star notes, they're selling for $4 a piece on eBay. So that would put you at a starting of $400. And with them all being consecutive, it's going to go up from there. But I don't know exactly how much, David. But it would be a very nice find. Yep. Consecutive serials numbers are something I don't keep. I think I might have missed a bookend. 46, 46, or 48. Let me go look. Oh, hey, I haven't searched that one yet. That doesn't count. I was talking to the peeps. That is a consecutive serial number for sure, but you can't get me like that when I'm talking and reading the chat. That's not fair. The first one that typed in was Jeff Malone, though, and then George Bruns and Roger Rodriguez. Chances are I might have missed it, but you jumped the gun. You can't say bookend before I look at the bill. Not fair. Can't find the sub button. Well, look harder, Bob. Bob Romaine. Is that the Bob Romaine? The Bob Romaine that worked with me on patio furniture? Is it that Bob Romaine? I know a Bob Romaine. If it is, hello, Bob. You'll figure out who this is. First name Chuck. Good to see you. How much are Mercury dimes worth? Some of the years are worth an awful lot. But in silver value, Mercury dimes are 90% silver, and they are worth over $2 now in just in silver value. Next of kin has given you a recommendation there, Bob, on how to hit the sub button. I'm still curious to see if you're the Bob Romaine that I know. It'd be a small world moment right there. Found a 1904 penny a couple days ago. Indian head cent. Congratulations. Those are always nice to find. You can find those. We get boxes of pennies every week from the bank. It comes with 50 rolls of pennies. They're 50 cents each for $25, and you can certainly find wheat cents. We average over 10 wheat cents a box, and we occasionally will find an Indian head cent. You can find a nice, valuable penny doing that. All right, what I missed? All right, Bob Romaine pops up in, and it's the one I know. Let me know. Watch this DVD, just subscribe. Thank you for that. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. 10 straps of uncirculated ones today. It's time to pluck out all the... All right, good luck, namaste. I hope you find some great stuff. Yeah, $250 and up in melt value right now, because silver's over $30 an ounce last time I checked. The only reason I'm not giving that bookend away is because I hadn't looked at it, and it's in awful shape. Really not going to have any value for you anyway. But good eyes. And I'll miss one before the hunt's over. I guarantee it. If I don't, I'll just give one away just because. You notice I didn't even keep that bookend. And honestly, I don't keep bookends. I keep them for the sake of this stream, but after the stream, I put them in my go back to the bank pile. Because there's just not enough value in them for me to keep hundreds of them. All right, let's find something good. Anyone I missed in the chat, I apologize. Jeffrey, return. You know, we'll try to stay away from politics and religion and sports scores on this channel. I have some very strong thoughts on a lack of financial accountability for all of our politicians, and don't like the aspect of just printing a bunch of money. So I probably would agree. And that'll make somebody mad, and I'm sorry. And it's not a right or left issue. It's pretty much all of them. I just wish our politicians would have to run their finances the way I run mine. And if the checkbook says 0, gotta stop writing checks. That 5 is over inked. Not one that I would keep. You're from Michigan, now in Florida. Well, new Bob Romaine, it is nice to meet you. I have a friend, Bob Romaine, that lives in San Antonio that we have worked together before. I thought it might be you. I thought it might be you. Well, it still is you, Bob Romaine. It's just not, you're not him. But I do appreciate you being here. We got one mosquito buzzing around the room that I do not want to get a bite from. Snuck in when I let the puppy out to go to the bathroom, and he went to the high ceiling. I couldn't capture him. Oh, there's a find. 88 33 33 19. It kind of tuckers out at the end, but that's still a quad. 4 threes in a row. I keep my quads, especially if they start or end a serial number. If they start or end a serial number, you can get $1.50 plus all day long. Troy Donahue, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. But I do keep my quad notes. We are currently 017-17330. Almost a cool note. There's a birth date note that's a little too old for me to keep. November 1st, one day before my birthday, 1682. No, I'm not that old. I know I got a gray beard, but not that old. Again, you could look up that date if something historical happened on that date. It also qualifies as a January 11th of 1682 as a birth date note. It might be keepable. Not a lot of U.S. history from that old. Anyway, I was saying something. What was I saying? I don't know. Something about my grandkids. I hunt with my grandkids. Oh. Huh. Oh, we usually stream on Saturdays. That's what I was going to say. And we hunt 5 to 10 boxes of $50. And I'm going to tell you something you do not know. I'm going to tell you something you do not know. We have Shih Tzus. We have 2 of them. Austin. We have Ellie and Benji. Every Saturday when we're not on a baseball break where I'm helping coach the grandsons, we will search 5 to 10 boxes of $50. It's our kind of our family reunion stream of the week. It'll be in the big full screen format and not this smaller vertical live format. We give away 6 to 7 prizes in those, and we usually take donators. And you can, for $60, we'll open a box of $50 for you. You get to keep all the good finds. If you don't find any silver, we give you a 1 ounce silver round, or you can take a $250 option and get 2 boxes. Sometimes we'll do a deal and we'll do 3 boxes for that. And you get a guaranteed prize worth over $150 and get to keep all your finds. But that's not what I was telling you about. What I was going to tell you about is once a month on our Saturday stream, instead of taking donators, hello Samuel, we donate we give them away. We give away our box hunts on that Saturday. Now, I'm blessed that I retired several years ago and I get to do this in my spare time as a hobby with my grandsons. And we have an initiative to try to bring awareness to this great hobby, especially to more youth. And so if anyone commits, any adult commits to watching our stream on that Saturday with their youth, age 18 or younger, they can get on the wait list for a Grow the Hobby stream. We will open the box of $50 for you and your youth. Jermaine Alexander, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. You guys get to keep any good finds out of the box, silver, proofs, colored coins, stickered coins, miscellaneous coins, not intended for circulations. There's all kinds of different things you could look for, magic coins. And we also will give you guys a Walking Liberty $50. That's the $50 that was printed before the Benjamin Franklin $50 that was minted before the Kennedy $50. And they're worth at least $12 in silver melt value because they're 90% silver. We also will give you a silver certificate. We also will give you a collector's kit named after one of my grandsons. If it's the one named after Rhett, his nickname's Reddy Silver because he's so lucky hunting $50. And 600-60090, nice trinary, lots of zeros. 65659966. That's kind of 4 pairs. That has a little value. The Reddy's Collector's Kit has a 1965, 66, 67, 68, and 69 40% silver in it, Kennedy half dollars. The Hudson's Collector's Kit has an Eisenhower silver dollar that's not silver, an Eisenhower dollar that's clad but it's greatly uncirculated. It has a 40% silver half dollar in it. It has a 90% silver mercury dime in it. It has a 35% silver war nickel in it, minted 1945, 44, 43, or the later half of 1942, when we were saving nickel for the war effort. It's the only year that nickels have silver content. We will also get, it has a Buffalo nickel with a full date on it. Also a Liberty V nickel that was minted before the Buffalo nickels. Also, you will get a wheat penny, 1909 to 1919 dated, that's over 100 years old. You will get a steel wheat penny from 1943, the only year that we minted pennies in steel. 1963 dollar bill is a really good find, and if it's got a bar's signature on it, it's a bar note worth even more. You want to hang on to those. And you will get an Indian head set. So either one of those collector's kits are worth around $25. So you're saying, how do I get in on this? How do I get in on this? Well, we ask you to be a subscriber, and then all you have to do is send me an email, and one of my moderators, if there's any here, or you can type in exclamation email and my email will pop up. Send me an email and say, hey Paul, I'm John, and my daughter Kimberly is age 13, and we'd love to do one of your Grow the Hobby hunts, and I will put you on the wait list. And we do 6 to 8 of those every month, and the wait list is starting to get longer, but we do have a lot of people that have signed up through this format. So now I've told you a story, I will get back to searching. DWD, I think you're right. I think we will have a totally digital currency at some time in the future, but there's a lot of business done off the books right now that would mess up. So I don't think I'll live long enough. Let's see some more star notes. I agree. 2013 dollars, if they're a star note, yes. If they're just a regular value, unless they have a fancy serial number, not really worth anything over face value, not old enough. We're in our second strap of dollar bills. I'm searching for any date that is 1995 or earlier, because that's going to have a value above face value. Give me some additional things to look for as far as heirs as well. I'm looking for a serial number that ends in X or Y, because those are deeper runs. They are more rare. A star where that B is will indicate this was printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged misprinted bills, and those are going up in value. They've announced they're not going to do them anymore, starting with the next print run. Or a fancy combination of serial numbers. Some of those are scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and I'll be sure and try to point them out as we go through. If I happen to miss something that I would normally keep, and you're the first to point it out, I'll give it to you. Like if that had been 777 to start, 777 to end, that would be a 3-digit bookend and have a nice value. It'd also be 6 sevens and be pretty darn cool. Hello, Dana Watson. Good to see you. Anyone I've missed in the chat, like Patrice Christopher, good to see you. Cool, Jeffrey Morgan. So are you Azure Blue, or is Azure Blue someone else? You two ought to hook up. That's cool. Talk about small world. Talk about small world. All right. Funny story, doing this one night, somebody, this has been a couple years ago, somebody that was watching for the first time won one of our giveaways. November 7th or July 11th of the year 2432. A little too far in the future to have value, but that's the right format for a birth date note. And they sent me their address, and it was in a little bitty town that my wife's grandmother had lived in, or just down the road from it, I guess. So when I answered their email back, I said, hey, small world, my wife's grandmother lived just down the road from there. And I'm talking about a little bitty area in Iowa. And she made the comment back that her and I must be at least shirt-tail relatives in because the area is so small. Come to find out, it was my wife's cousin that she hadn't talked to in years and years. That was pretty cool. All right. December 3rd or March 12th of the year 6137. 55111-599. All that is a trinary note, only 3 digits, 5s, 1s, and 9s. Not a lot of value. They are going for around $1.50 on eBay. They take a long time to sell on eBay though. I will hang on to it for now, but in all honesty, I will probably set all my trinaries free at the end of the night unless they're a number that I thought was really cool. Then I'll hang on to it. Alright, at the end of this strap of 100, I'm going to show you some of my better finds of the last 6 months. Give you a better idea of what we're looking for. 4th of July, 3834, or April 7th. Last night on our stream, I went through all like 200 of my birth date notes. And we had a couple hundred people watching, and unfortunately we didn't have anyone's birthday. We got close to somebody. But if you want to go back and watch last night's stream, at the 3/4 of the way through, I go through all of my birthday notes. You can look and see if I have yours. If I have one of my subscribers' birthday notes, I won't charge you $20 for it. I'll make you a heck of a deal. That's a U. I only keep X's and Y's. Some people would keep a U because that's a lesser letter that shows up. All right, we are through our second strap, 200 bills down. I'm going to take a sip of water or chug. Let me grab the stack of better finds. Are right here. Let me turn off that light because we don't need it. And it just, these are all in protectors. All right, somebody asked about a $1963 bill. That is a $1963 bill, B series. I am also of the 1963 series personally. There's nothing fancy about the serial number, but it's valuable because it's that old and a survivor. But with that signature on it of Joseph W. Barr, Joseph W. Barr was only the Secretary of Treasury for 28 days as he died tragically in office. So his signature did not end up on very many bills. These are known as Barr notes. Not real creative naming, but yeah, I think you get the point. To find a Barr note, you want to hang on to it. This is one of the best finds that I have ever found. The bill's not in great shape, but it's 6 consecutive 4s. And not to be outdone, my 14-year-old grandson, 2 days after I found this, found 6 consecutive 9s on a crispy uncirculated bill, making it even better than mine. But that's the only 6 in a row I have ever found. Yeah, W quarters have value for sure. Really cool note, and again, this is one of the best finds I've ever had. 15799751. Somebody may be saying, what's fancy about that? Well, read it front to back and back to front. 15791579. That makes what we call a radar note. Also, you may know it as a palindrome note, and those are going for a nice value on eBay. But this one starts with a B. Michael Sanders, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We appreciate it. B1579. It ends with the B, B1579. I've taken to calling this a super radar note. I made that up myself. Yeah, pretty creative, I know. But I can't find its equivalent on eBay to even set a price on it. I know it's worth over $20, but I really don't know. I do know it's really cool. 157-91579. 157-91579. Hey, that's a repeater, Patrice. That's a definite keeper. Hopefully I didn't miss that. This is considered a low serial number. Any bill that starts with 4 consecutive zeros or more is considered a low serial number, has a low value over face value. This would be serial number 2610. I found very, very few that started with 4 zeros. I've never found one with more than 4 zeros, but they do exist. If you find one with 7 leading zeros and a single digit, especially a 1 being the first bill printed in that run, that would be amazing and worth a lot of money. This is one of those X notes that, as I understand it, every time they do a print run for a certain Federal Reserve district, now all of the bills are printed either in Washington, D.C. or Fort Worth, Texas, but they change the letter and they don't use O's because it looks too much like a zero, and they've only gotten to X and Y a couple times. I've never found a Y note. Here's a birth date note in U.S. order. April 22nd of the year 2021. You got a 3-year-old child born April 22nd? Grandchild? If you do, I've got their birth date note. This one's crispy uncirculated, worth $10 to $20 or more on eBay right now. I don't know if it's worth that, but that's what people are selling them for on eBay right now and getting it. All right. The X note's not a web note, Timothy. I do have a web note I'm going to show you, though. Is Shannon Smith here? Shannon Smith, my friend, good to see you. Shannon is another local coin hunter, and he is on a coin show that he is welcome to promote, where they answer questions on Monday nights. He probably just got done streaming on that stream. Great channel. Shannon has forgotten more about coins than I ever knew, and probably currency. Really cool bill. This is a binary note. 533 and then 5 5s in a row. It's fancy because it only has 2 numbers making up the serial number. We call that a binary. And for being a binary, they're going for $20 or more on eBay. 5 consecutive numbers also makes it fancy. So that's a cool binary, and I'm going to leave it up here because the very next one is another binary I found, but they're a little bit different. 5355, 3355, but I think it's cool to have 2 that close together that are both binary notes with 5s and 3s. Love it when you find a binary. You don't find a lot. Really cool note, 5 3s in a row, a leading 3 for a 6-3. And this is a kind of trinary that I do keep. Yeah, the chronographer, a lot of people are not using cash anymore. My volume seems a little low. All right, anyone else getting low volume? That is usually not my problem. I'm showing up in the yellow. I could raise it a little bit if you need me to, but if it's too low, let me know and I will raise the volume. 5 leading 1s, 6 trailing 2s. This was the first binary note I ever found. I call it my Hawaii 5-0 bill. 50, 50, 50, 00. The last 0 is raised out of alignment with the rest. Only 5s and 0s making up the serial number. Over a $20 value. Glad to have that one. It did have L's on both sides, you're right. I'm not sure that adds any value, but it did have L's. Now, we're always looking for star notes. That star indicates this was printed as a replacement note for damaged or misprinted bills, and they've recently announced they're not going to do stars anymore. And star notes are going in good shape for $3 to $4 on eBay right now. But this note is not only a star note, it's a fancy serial number. 0176 0176. That's called a repeater. A non-star note repeater is going for over $10 on eBay. A star note repeater, I honestly haven't looked it up, but it's a nice value for sure. Cool, sack down, Amy. All right, 5 leading 7s, and 7s are the most sought after. 7s, 8s, and 0s the most sought after numbers. this bill's got a lot going for it. First off, it's a trinary note. 3955553. So only 3s, 9s, and 5s making up the serial number. Got 5 5s in a row. That makes it collectible. That last 3 is raised way out of alignment with the rest of the serial number, which we call an odometer or a gas pump note, making it valuable. The first 5 is over inked, looking bold, which is a printing error. If that 9 had been a 3 or a 5, that would be a binary note. It'd be cool as heck, as is still pretty cool. All right, here is a broken ladder. Oh, no, it's not a broken ladder. I'm sorry. This is a bill, and Shannon, you haven't seen this, I don't think. I don't think you've seen this. The 7 is crying. There's like a comma under the 7. It's in green ink. I've looked at it under magnification. It's definitely something that happened at the mint. It is some kind of printing error. I don't know specifically what printing error it is. I don't know if it has any value at all. I have searched over 60,000 $1 bills though, and it's the only one like that I've seen, so I kept it. I think it's cool. Benjamin J., I would recommend anytime you go to the bank for anybody that you ask and see if anyone has turned in any dollar coins, silver dollar coins, not the presidentials, not even necessarily the Sacagaweas or the Susan B. Anthony's, but any of the older dollar coins or half dollars. Because a lot of time, if somebody turns in half dollars at the bank and they've got them in the drawer, there's not really a spot for them. They'll want to get rid of them. You can buy them from them. A lot of times they'll end up being silver. You can also ask them if they've had any crazy bills turned in, any customer wrap rolls turned in. And you can find a lot of cool stuff in that from time to time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Well, you're missing a letter. Jen, you're missing not a letter. You're missing a digit. So I don't know. If it only has 7 numbers on it and it wasn't altered post-mint, it's worth quite a bit. This bill is a 1995. And I told you I collect anything 1995 or earlier. And one thing about 1995s, if you flip them over, any bills, usually dollar bills are printed on sheets of paper. And there'll be a printing press number, printing plate number, that 4 you see below the E, that will be on the bill. But in 1995, 1993, and on 1988 A-series bills, they tried printing dollar bills off of sheets of paper off of rolls of paper instead of sheets of paper. So if you flip it over and you look below the E and you don't see a printing plate number, and if you look above the E and you see a number like that, the 9, that means you have a web note that was printed using the rolls of paper. And those are going for more than $10 on eBay as well. They are nice to have. Yes, now, any $2 bills that aren't current, the older ones, 76 and earlier, are worth more than face value for sure. This is a broken ladder. The 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If those were in order, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that would be considered a ladder and be quite valuable. I've never found one of those. If there are 8 different numerals on it that make up numerical value but aren't in that order, it's called a broken ladder. And these silly things, last time I looked, are going for $10 or higher on eBay. 5 leading 8s. Very good find. One of the most sought after numbers, the 8. This has a couple things going for it. This is a birth date note, May 20th of 1957. If you're 67 years old, I got your birthday note. It is also known as a tombstone note. Born in 1957, deceased in 2005. It's also collectible for that. Not quite as happy a note, but this bill, nothing fancy about the serial number, but it's a Survivor 1969B. Research tells me the average age of a life expectancy of a dollar bill is around 8 years. So if you find one that old, it is a survivor. This is a repeater. 1557, 1557, starts with a B, ends with a B. Those are going for $10 or higher on eBay. You gotta like that. Yeah. So have a good relationship with your local coin shop person for sure. For sure. Hello, Yari. Josh Robb, you have a $5 bill that's a broken ladder? Yeah, that would carry additional value. They don't carry the same premium as dollars do, but they are worth more than face value. It's another survivor bill, 1977. And the last one has no value at all over $1. But I saved it. I thought it was cool. 8/22 of 95. It says, Aaron, happy first birthday. Love, great Papa Puckett. I think that's cool, hunting with my grandsons and all. And I didn't want to send that back to the bank to go back to the Fed to get destroyed. I thought it needed saved. So I saved it, and it will eventually be hanging on my wall somewhere. All right, time for another sippy sip. We appreciate the 270 people in here watching, the 71 likes. If you are enjoying the content, please do hit that thumbs up button. It lets YouTube know that we're doing an okay job, and they tend to show our videos to more people. Also, if you're in and not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously, and it's free to you. Free to you on Monday nights, Tuesday mornings, and all dates. At the end of the stream, we're giving this away. It's a silver certificate. It's wrinkly, still highly collectible. Blue ink, blue seal, 1957A, $1 in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. All I gotta do is be here, be 18 or over, 13 or over with parental permission, and at the end of the stream, we're gonna draw a winner, and that's going home with somebody. What I'm doing is I am getting strap number 3 all organized, facing the bills facing in the same direction, because they do come sometimes not all facing in the same directions. As a matter of fact, they do come most of the time not facing in the same direction. That's okay. It just makes me more appreciative of the ones that come in and they're all facing in the same direction. Makes it quicker for me. This is something I could do before the stream, and you wouldn't have to watch me go through this, but if I did that, I might accidentally see a cool note. And then, David Burks, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I might have to then act surprised that I found it, and I'm not going to do that, so I want to keep our hunts as authentic as possible. I want to see it and be as surprised as you are when we find something ultra cool, because it could happen anytime. You never know. One of the things about this hobby, whether it's coin collecting or it is dollar bill currency searching for fancy serial numbers and older bills, there's just a major treasure hunting aspect to it. And who doesn't like a treasure hunt? And this is one of those that you're going to find something that's worth more than face value. And what's the downside? If you go to the bank and you get a $100 strap of bills to search, if you search them and don't find any good ones, which rarely, I don't think I've ever had 100 where I had no finds, then you take the 100 back to a different bank, because you don't want to take them back to the bank you got them from, because you don't want to have to search them again in the future. You haven't lost a thing other than a little time. Then go get you another strap of 100 and search again. All right, strap number 3, here we go. Hello, Dinah Ramsey, good to see you. David Burks, good to see you. Let us go. I'm looking here for an older date, 1995 or earlier. Where that E is, I'm looking for an X or a Y, indicates it's a note with a deeper print run, and those are more rare. Or I'm looking for a star. We have found 2 star notes on the 2 straps so far. Those indicate they were printed as a replacement note to make up for damaged or misprinted bills. They do have a nice value above face value right now, and they're very collectible. Those are consecutive serial numbers, but being a newer bill, they don't have any additional value unless it's got a fancy serial number to go along with it and consecutive. And both being fancy does happen, just not often. Consecutive serial star notes do have an additional value. You want to hang on to those for sure. We like to hang on to all of our star notes. January 24th of the year 2512. I'm not going to be around to give that one out, so we'll let it ride back to the bank. We do appreciate everyone that's watching tonight. Well over 200 people that are in the stream right now. Thank you for that. May 13th of the year 1402, February 14th of the year 513. Neither one of those are collectible. We have been searching coins on YouTube for over 4 years, which is hard to believe. I search with my 14, 11-year-old grandsons, and I figure if I'm keeping them off the computer, their cell phone, or a video game, that's a good thing, and they've fallen in love with the hobby. We do have over 1,700 videos out there on YouTube. They could be penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half dollar, dollar hunts. We put out a daily video. I keep trying to make this bill into something I can't. A big old 1997 that doesn't complete the date. A big old 2003. We're teasing birth date notes. We do put out a daily video because I hunt every week, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars. And I do daily short videos on our best finds of the week. Those come out late evenings. And here's something you may not know. At the end of every month, I give away all of my finds from my short videos. They're in right now this glass bubble, I guess. There's a buffalo nickel in there. There's lots of wheat pennies in there. There's silver dimes in there. But at the end of the month, I will post a short video saying, hey, it's time to give away our finds from the month. All you have to do is be subscribed, leave a message, a comment on that video, and a week later, we draw a winner. Then you just got to claim your prize. And we do that every single month. Be a way for you to really jumpstart a collection. Forgive me, I got the sniffles. I was out 2.5 hours on the dusty baseball field tonight. Shannon, we need rain bad here. And my allergies got going. The Claritin is losing the battle tonight. It's losing. Artie, Mike, good to see you, my friend. Been a while. Unlikely, Monica. Most banks have gotten to the point that you have to have an account with them before they will sell you coins or dollars. Alan Alexander, thanks for subscribing. To order you boxes of coins to search like we get. Michelle Cardenas, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. They may require you to have a business account, and then there are banks out there that will flat out tell you we just won't do it, or we can't do it. That means they don't want to do it. There is an additional cost to them when they order coins from Loomis or dollar bills. But if you've got a good relationship with the bank and have money in the bank, there are banks out there that will do it for you. You may have to bank shop. But if you just walk into any bank and don't have any money in it, it's unlikely. They may not even change a dollar for you. I don't know. I don't know these days. I will tell you, I have some awesome banks that I have relationships with, that we have had relationships with for multiple years, that are just great people and help us out tremendously. August 11th or November 8th of the year 3083. Not quite what I'm looking for. Artie Mike, no. I'm trying hello B-Ride. I am trying to, a new strategy. I'm ditching the doxypen and the Ambien, and I'm going straight with a Altaril, and I probably won't sleep for 3 days, but I'm tired of the fog that the Ambien and doxypen leave me with. So 57555, if that was 55555, we'd have a good one. I'm going to try to, since I'm not sleeping well at all, getting to sleep at like 7 in the morning, I'm just going to try to get totally off the meds and reset. All my regulars would know I had thyroid cancer, and I still have thyroid cancer even without my thyroid, stage 4. But if you're going to have a stage 4 cancer, thyroid's the one to have. I've had it for like 7 years. And ever since they took my thyroid out, they don't want my body producing any insulin at all and growing a tumor, so they jack me up on the replacement thyroid, and it makes it very hard for me to sleep. So I'm a horrible insomniac. So that's why this stream format, starting at this time of night, is typically called Coinsomniacs. Because you may find me streaming at all times of the night, because if I'm not sleeping, I might as well be doing something. Whisper McKay, a Star Note crispy uncirculated condition, even a 2021, is going for $3 to $4 right now, $1 bill. $100 Star Notes crispy uncirculated, about 105, 107, but they're much, much harder to sell because of the face value on it, and fewer that will want to stack $100 bills in the corner of the room. There you go. Yeah, if you're not a customer, they're not real receptive. Sealed $500 half boxes at Bank of America, but they run everything through my corporate account. Yeah. Bank of America is one of the one in Wells Fargo, and if you have a credit union in your area, they are the most likely to accommodate you. I live in a smaller town, and I don't have any of those brands locally, but I do have some banks that help me out. That's an Overink 7. See it? It looks like it's bold. They put too much ink on it. That is a printing error. I've got so many, I'm not keeping any more right now. Truffle Hunden 4K, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Truffles of any kind sound amazingly good right now. Now you made me hungry. Dang it. Gonna be a snack before bedtime, although who knows when that is. Who knows when that is? I would tell you, it's very frustrating to lay down in bed and lay there for 4 or 5 hours and not go to sleep. So I typically just get up, end up passing out in front of the computer, watching YouTube videos, and get my sleep that way. After I fall asleep, man, I can sleep good. That's an Overink 8. Again, not one I would keep. I just can't get to sleep. 11:011. 100 bills later would have been 11-11-1, and that would have been worth something and been a trinary note only using 3 numbers and the serial number. That's a near miss. Oh, we got the 11s coming. Let's find something ultra cool, or at least a star note. Come on. Again, if I miss one that's one I would normally keep, you type it in first, and if I go back and find it, I'll send it to you. I will. B1 vitamins help. Might have to try that. I do the magnesium. Melatonin does nothing for me, unfortunately. Just in time, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. $5 star note, especially consecutive serial numbers, do have a value above $5, but it's probably more like $6 or $7 each, and they're harder to sell than $1 bills. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, Artie Mike. I intake very little sugar. I don't drink sugared drinks at all. So only if I fall off my diet and fall into a donut shop do I sugar up. And that doesn't happen very often. I've recently lost over 100 pounds, and that hasn't helped with the sleep. But I feel better. I can move around better coaching the boys with their baseball. So that's a good thing. I just got to lose a little more. We'll get back down to playing weight one of these days. See, some people, and if you go on eBay, some people are trying to sell these as bookends. Start with a 21, end in a 12. That is not a bookend. Now, it is one that could start to be a radar note, 2134, 2127. So not far off being a radar note, reading the same front to back. Be careful what you buy on eBay. Make sure you know what you're buying and what it is, and it's from a reputable buyer. There are some people that are either unaware or trying to take advantage out there. You don't want to get ripped off. 299-799-19, kind of a cool note. Some people might keep that. Given how many notes I already have, I'm not going to. I don't believe it to have a big value over face. 269 to start, 279 to end. Almost a 269, 269, 3-digit bookend. That would be cool. Yeah, it might, Eric. I haven't tried that. We're going to give the doctor the option after I go cold turkey on my sleep meds for what is next. Because we got to find something. I need some good sleep. Again, once I finally fall asleep, which I will, I can sleep for 12 hours. Not consecutively, because I'm getting old and I got to get up in the middle of the night. But it's just falling. My body does not remember how to fall asleep. It's forgotten, because it's been like 7 years of this. A very over-inked 5. But on a pretty ratty bill, not one that I'm going to keep. Bookends, what I miss, Diana. What I miss. What I miss. You're the only one to type in, so it makes me wonder if I really missed it, Diana. I'm not sure. Hello, Daryl. Thalwin, thank you for subscribing, and if I messed up your name, I'm sorry, but welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're coming up to the end of strap number 3. We are doing 5 straps tonight. Each strap has $101 bills in it. This strap has not been a giving strap. Not many finds, no star notes. Maybe the next one will be much better. Won't take much. Won't take much. December 8th of the year 5904. All right. Bookend, bookend, bookend. There's the notes. What bookends did I miss? 65? 65. Was Diana just early? Was she the first one to see it? I don't know. I don't know. When I miss one and I can go back and locate it, I give it away. Now, here's a situation where I don't know who to give it to. Because Diana, I don't know if you were early and saw that one. Okay, so you didn't see that one, Diana. All right. So on my end, and I can only go by my end, Jeff Malone was the first. Hello, Noah. Good to see you. Jeff Malone was the first in. I will show you right here on my screen, which is all I can go by. Jeff Malone is right here before George Bruns and others. So good eagle eyes out there. Paul missed it. You all didn't. So what we do with that one is I put it in a little protector, because that is a bookend. It starts with 65, it ends with 65. It has a little value over face value. And that bill is in really good shape. And I think I said Jeff Malone was the first one to see it. So Jeff, that is yours, but what you have to do when you win one of these on my channel is you have to send me an email claiming your prize, giving me your shipping address, and letting me know that you're over the age of 18. And I hate to have to ask people for proof of age, but here's the deal. I'd rather do that than violate COPPA laws and get in trouble for shipping stuff to underage children, and violate YouTube rules and have them yank my channel, because we put a lot of work into this. So, Jeff, that's what you need to do. I think you've won before, so you probably know that. All right. Yeah, even the, you know, if I overdo it on a day, I can sleep. That's about the only time I can do that. Hello, Jim Thompson. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Christine Shellbell just subscribed. I know a Shellbell. I wonder if that's her with the new name. Hello, J Ram. Good to see you. Hey, Diana, I appreciate your honesty. It will pay off for you in the long run. Dennis Stewart, good to see you. I guess first I need to move that $100 out of the way. And I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. We have 200 more dollars to search, 2 more straps. At the end, we're giving away this silver certificate of $1 in silver, payable to the Bear on Demand, Blue Seal, 1957A. It's not in great shape. It's still worth over $5. I remembered what I was going to say because Jim Thompson said it. We are partnered with APMEX. APMEX of APMEX.com. They're the largest seller of coins and coin supplies in the world, I believe. And they are partnered with us. And we do have a discount code. If you go to APMEX.com and you've never made a purchase there before, your first purchase of $50 or more, you get a $5 discount if you use the discount code GROW-THE-HOBBY. GROW-THE-HOBBY. So you could go buy $50 worth of silver, save $5 on it, and probably buy silver pretty darn close to spot price or below spot price, and you would be making money. That's pretty cool. 1985 $5 and $50 bills, nothing fancy. They are survivors, John, and this is a good time to do this, I guess, because I don't know the answer to your question, but I'll tell you how I answer that question. I purchased this book. It's the Standard Guide to Small Size U.S. Paper Money, 1928 to date. Mine is the 6th edition. I believe there are newer editions out. It's written by a guy named Oakes and a guy named Schwartz. I bought mine on eBay. Somebody last night said they bought theirs on Amazon. I paid less than $10. They had paid a little more than that. There aren't as many resources out there to look up the value of currency as there are for coins. On coins, I would just pop up pcgs.com and I would look there. But a $5 bill, I think you said 1985. This book has the older bills in it. So, and it's in by denomination. Let's go look at a 1985 $5 bill. And it somewhat will matter what the first letter on it is. 1988. Gotta be getting close. 1985 green seal. Alright, 1985 green seal. And you're not going to be able to see this very well, but I'll do my best. Depending on what the first letter of your bills are, I am showing in crispy, uncirculated condition. This book is saying that they're worth about $15 each if they're crispy, uncirculated. Some are more. But if you're going to do this, I would invest in one of these books, Standard Guide to Small Size U.S. Paper Money, 1928 to date. So you can look it up, and that may be showing full retail value. I've never tried to sell any of my older bills. I don't know. But that'll give you an idea of what they're worth. Oh, J-Ram, I am so sorry, my friend. I am so sorry. You will most certainly be in my family's thoughts and prayers for your dad, for yourself, and for your family. I'm so sorry that's happened. Canadian currency probably has its collectability as well. Shannon Smith might be able to answer that question. I don't know. I don't know anything about Canadian currency. Nothing. Other than I think it takes like $1.50 of Canadian currency to make $1 of U.S. currency, but I'm not even up to date on the recent exchange rate. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am putting all these facing the same direction so that I can search them easier and faster. They don't always come from the bank or the Federal Reserve in the same order. Just happy to have them to search, so it takes me a little time. There's only 4 possible directions they could be, but sometimes it feels like they're going in 47 different directions. I know the math doesn't work on that, but I swear to goodness that sometimes it feels like they are really messed up. But we'll get them sorted out here in a minute. And yes, I could do this off screen. I could do this before the stream. But I don't want to accidentally see something and then pretend like I didn't know it was in here. We want to keep our finds as authentic as possible. I want to see it at the same time you do. If I wanted to see it before you, I'd just go ahead and search them off camera. And I do plenty of that anyway. Plenty of that. Alright. Here we go. Back down here where you guys can hunt along with me. A little too tight. I need a larger margin of error than that. But I will wiggle around. Tariq Fayad, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. If I messed up your name, I'm sorry. Apologized. We are looking here for the year this was, is the series and year it is. Anything 1995 or earlier has a value above face value. I'm looking where that C is for one with an extra Y because those are deeper runs. They're more rare. They have more value. A star indicating it was printed as a replacement note. Those have become wildly collectible, going for $3 and $4 a piece in good shape. Or any fancy combination of serial numbers. And if you find one that I miss and you're the first to type it in, it's yours. It's my method of self-punishment. Lawrence Guerrero, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. You should buy that one, Baby Driver 11. You should buy that one. It's worth more than face value. Eric, I'm sorry you lost your father. That is a very noble thing to do, Noah, and needed. All right, we found 2 star notes in our very first strap tonight and none since. 99979. 20 bills later was 99999. 5 nines in a row. That would have been a nice keeper, but alas, not to be. We didn't get that one. You never know. Every hunt's a little different. I have had hunts where I found more than 10 star notes in one strap. I have straps where I don't find any. I've never had a 500 search where I didn't find any star notes, but I suppose it is possible. I do get $2,000 bills from my bank every week. They order them from the Federal Reserve. Almost a birthday note, October 41st of 1933. But not quite. I've got another bank that they're bigger, they do more volume, and I will go in and buy teller straps from them. That's when they put together their own straps of $100 from the deposits from customers and businesses. I have not noticed a major difference in the quality or quantity of finds. There's another Trinary, that one's kind of cool. No, it's not a Trinary. 910-888-08. Zeros, 8s, 1s, and 9s. That's 4 numbers. 88808. 80 bills later would have been ending in 5/8. That would be ultra cool. J-Ram, get a good night's rest, my friend. Take care of yourself. Julio Ernesto Guzman Reyes, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Louis Tan, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Keys to Another World, thanks for subscribing, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Samuel Sandoval, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We appreciate all of you. I do know that the CloudBot does not capture all subs, and I apologize if your subscription has not been captured for us to thank you, but we do appreciate you for subscribing. I hunt with my 14, 11-year-old grandsons. They have set a goal for us. R. Catsby, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. They have set a goal for us of 20,000 subscribers by year end. Shannon, I think that's pretty aggressive. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I have promised them I will continue doing this format on YouTube 3 or 4 times a night, the vertical live format. 3 or 4 times a night, that's a lie. 3 or 4 times a week. I'll continue doing the daily short videos of my best finds of the week of coins every day. 30-second video-ish that comes out every day between 10 and midnight-ish. I had a box with 47 wheat cents. Jesse Schultz, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Recently, so a lot of my best finds right now, I'm showing off my better wheat cents that I found. Love to find Wheaties in those boxes of pennies. If you're here and you're not subscribed, like a bunch of people just did, please do consider subscribing. It means the world to us. It does not cost you a thing. It's free on either Monday nights or Tuesday mornings or any day that ends in Y. We get no big thank you or extra money or anything from YouTube if we get to 20,000 subscribers. It's just a milestone. I will tell you this though, we are over 13,900 subscribers now tonight. If by some chance, by some miracle, we would end up over 14,000 subscribers, and I can't see the last two digits, it may have just kicked over to 13,900, it may be 13,950, I have no idea. If we get to 14,000 subscribers tonight, I'll give away an extra prize. I'll do it. Hello Skippy, good to see you. Is the 5th edition any good? You know what? It wouldn't be totally updated, but there's nothing wrong with the 5th edition. I've never seen it. It just won't be quite as current. But it'll still give you an idea of what the bill might be worth. If mine's outdated and there's a 10th edition out there, mine's not giving me totally accurate information as well. But I just bought it a couple years ago, but I did buy it off of eBay. So it could be quite old. I don't know. We have had over 23,000 people watch our stream tonight. Thank you all very, very much. We appreciate that. Our mission, on top of just enjoying coin hunting, which we do, is to introduce this great hobby of coin hunting and currency collecting to as many people as we can, to introduce you to it. Adam Arnold, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I go to coin shows occasionally, and when you go to a coin show, too many of the people look like me. They got salt and pepper hair, and they're 60 years old and older, and there ain't nothing wrong with gray hair, because I got it, and there's nothing wrong with being over 60, because I am. 21215158. Kind of cool. 1s, 2s, 5s, and 8s, but not really any value above face value. A lot of people, younger generation, my daughter's age, my grandkids, don't use cash for transactions. And I recommend to everybody to pay in cash as often as you can for two reasons. One, I'll tell you, and most of you know this, but inflation is crazy. We've got double-digit inflation on top of double-digit inflation on top of 5% inflation. And sometimes you're paying in cash, and you got a Snickers bar and a bottle of water, and they say $10. You can reevaluate if you want to pay $10 for a bottle of water and a Snickers bar. And I made up that example. But I'll tell you, you will have a better idea of the money you're getting ready to spend. Second thing is, you will get change and dollar bills that you can search. And you will find some that are worth more than face value. You may find one that would have paid for the purchase. You may get back in change one that's worth significant money. Not worth a ton of money, but in the last year I've received 2 star notes in change, one from a gas station, one from Sonic. I also got a Buffalo nickel in change from Sonic, which is one of my favorite coins, made my day. You know, bills. Bookend, 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 bookend. Really? Really? Another bookend? Seriously? Shannon, have a great night. You got to come see me. Yeah, for sure. Come see me, Shannon. Thanks for popping in. A 72 bookend. It looks like Jeff Malone's the first one in again. Trying to save you shipping, I guess, Jeff. Let's see if there's a 72 bookend. I have a self-diagnosed illness of bookend blindness, where for some reason I don't always see the bookends. I don't know why. But that's another bookend. Starts with 72, ends with 72. Worth a little more than $1 on eBay. And that one also is going to Jeff Malone. Either Jeff's got the fastest server out there, the fastest fingers, or he's just getting lucky. I don't know. But that one's going to Jeff as well. Jeff, you get another email to send me. When you win something on PasSpareTime, Lane Cueva, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Slave in the Cave, thanks for subscribing, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I hope that's not true for you. If you do win on PasSpareTime, you got to send me an email, and one of my moderators, if they're still here, will put it in. If not, all you got to do is type in !email, and it will show you the my email address, which is PasSpareTime@yahoo.com. And you need to send me an email and claim your prize. Give me your shipping address and tell me you're over 18. I hate to have to require proof of age, but it is the law. David C., thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. You may think it's silly, it may be frustrating, but there's what's called COPPA laws that's out there to protect our kiddos under the age of 18, and I can't be sending them solicited or unsolicited things through the mail. That would be wrong and could possibly end up bad. And there are bad people out there that take advantage of our kids. So I have to make sure that I follow the law and the rules, because I certainly don't want to get in trouble for giving away money. That just seems not very smart. All right, I finally got a find and I had to give it away. Got a find, I had to give it away. Dadgummit. Couple consecutive serial numbers, no additional value. Ooh, almost a broken ladder. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a second 0. Had that 0 been a 7, that would have been a broken ladder. Had a nice value above face value on eBay, and we would have kept it. As is, it's just a near miss. Haven't had any older bill finds tonight. We usually find at least one in the 90s, but I haven't yet tonight. Maybe we will wander onto it soon. B.A. Tringer, good to see you. John Jacobs, good to see you. Two of my moderators extraordinaire. Remy D., thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We appreciate you. We're getting down to the end of strap 4. We are doing 5 straps tonight. We do this format 3-4 times a week. This week, I did have some spare time because grandson Rhett didn't go to his baseball games because he has pneumonia. So not a good thing, but he went to the hospital. They juiced him up with some steroids and IVs, and he's doing better. But I actually got a couple nights off this week, so I did a few extra streams. And these are the last 500 unsearched dollar bills in the house. So unless I go pick up some more tonight, I won't be streaming tomorrow night with dollar bills for sure, because I am going to be out. I do get another 2,000 later this week. I try to stream every Wednesday night at 9:45 p.m. Central Time. At 9:45 Central Time on Sunday evening as well. Other than that, you never know. Jesse Kruckenberg has been a member for 12 months. Thank you, Jesse. You can become a member of our channel for as little as 99 cents a month. It does enable you to bid in our auctions, get free shipping in our auctions. You get a few more perks, and we do reinvest all of our membership income right back into the stream to keep doing what we're doing. Trying to introduce this hobby and make more people aware of it. And the great thing about this vertical live format, which I think works great for dollar bills and not so well for coin searches, is you can search along with me. And YouTube advertises it in the shorts feed, so we get a lot of people in that wouldn't otherwise go watch a coin hunting channel. Now a lot of them are going to pop in and say, man, what the heck is this? I'm gone. 0s, 8s, 3s, and a 9. Kind of cool, but not what we're looking for. But a percentage of people are going to say, hey, that's cool. Go grab their wallet or their purse, check and see if they got anything cool in there. A lot of people have done that and found out they had a star note or a cool dollar bill that they didn't even know about, and then start paying attention. I don't think you're going to get rich doing this. I do think you can make a little money. And it has a cool treasure hunting aspect to it. You never know what you're going to find. December 26th of the year 1175. Right format, not the right date for us to want to keep it. Yeah, Sam, consecutive bills on dollar bills that aren't star notes really don't have any additional value, so it's not something that I keep. All right. 400 bills searched, 100 bills left to search. Then I got to make a trip back to the bank and make a little deposit. This is our last 100. You can see it is marked Federal Reserve, $100, 100 bills. One of my banks orders these for me every week. Another bank, I go in and buy what's called teller straps that they put together at the bank from customer and business deposits. Hey, is this one going to be all facing the same direction? No, I spoke too soon. Maybe only a couple directions? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Hey, only 2 directions. I'll take that. That was a lot quicker. Jason Russell, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. At the end of the stream, which is after these 500 bills, I am going to be giving away. Turn that light off, light off, light off. I am going to be giving away this silver certificate. It's a little crinkly. Okay, it's a lot crinkly. It's got blue ink. It's got a blue seal. It's from 1957. Hey, when you're from 1963 like I am, you get some crinkles. $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. These are very collectible. It's called a silver certificate, as it says at the top. Those are, even in that condition, $5 or more value. Very, very collectible. A great conversation piece. Boy, we do not have very many finds tonight. Let's make this last strap really good. We've only found 2 star notes all night. That would be my new all-time low. That's not a record I wanted to break tonight. I only keep consecutive bills if they're star notes or $2 bills, and I give away $2 bill consecutive serial numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Wanted to be a broken ladder. It just wasn't. Let's find a nice old bill. Let's find a at least another star note. If you've just popped in, you wonder what in the world is happening here. It's a good question. I would have asked the same thing 4 years ago. I am looking at dollar bills, looking right there at the date. If I find 1995 or earlier, it has a value above face value, making it a keeper. If instead of a K, it has an X or a Y, it's a deeper run, making it more valuable. If it has a star there, that means it was printed as a replacement note. Here's one of the star notes we found earlier. We got a star out there. That indicates it was printed as a replacement note in a special run to make up for damage in misprinted bills, and they are highly collectible, in good shape, going for $3 to $4 right now on eBay. Almost a trinary note, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 0s, got a lot of numbers. Kristen Shannon, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Sorry if I messed up your name. Rooting for a really good find. Well, 1980, it started as a birth date note and then it went south. Let's see what we can come up with. Some people might collect double letters, Diana. I don't know. I don't show that they're worth anything above face value, but some people could find them cool and collect them. The Creation Sensation, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Vibrant Colors with me, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Andre Fisher, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I'm telling you, if we get to 14,000 subscribers tonight, we're doing an extra prize. I don't know if we can make it or not. Ernesto, I've seen people on eBay sell consecutive $2 bills for $50 or so over face value. If they're older ones, for sure, Ernesto. The ones I usually get are the brand new ones that are, I think they get the 2021 date on them. And I give a couple away. I love $2 bills. Love $2 bills. Got them sitting right here. Nothing fancy about the serial number. It's 2017. I guess 2017A maybe his last printing. Got the depiction of the signing of the Declaration of Independence on the reverse of the bill. One of my very favorite designs on any coin or bill. Love me the $2 bills. The older ones can be worth quite a bit of money. 77074011. Now that's a trinary I will keep. I like that one. Only 7s, 0s, and 1s in the serial number. And it's got the 777711 with the 2 zeros in there. You know, trinary notes usually are only worth around $1.50, but that would be one that would be easier to sell because I think it's a cool serial number. So we will hang on to that one for sure. Put it right there. Michael Craig. In no $2 bills or any $5 bills, $10, whatever. None of them are supposed to have the same serial number from the same year and series, where the letters match and everything. But in 2013, Washington, D.C. and Fort Worth, Texas messed up. That's the two places all of our bills are printed. I said that wrong. Fort Worth, Texas and Washington, D.C. Yeah. Fort Worth, Texas and Washington, D.C. Does that not sound right? I think it's right. Now I've got myself confused. They messed up on a print run of dollar bills, star notes, and they both started printing the same serial number. And before they found it out, a bunch of them had made it out into circulation. And if you find one of those, when you key it into mycurrencycollection.com, it will come up and it will ask you if it was printed in Fort Worth or if it was printed in Washington, D.C. And the run size is 3.2 million always. But if you find one of the twin sisters, I call them, if you put both twin sisters together, the one printed at each of the printing facilities, are worth well over $1,000 in good shape. There is a website out there you can learn more about this at. It's called the Star Note Project. And if you find one of those, you can go register your find, and you can also look up and see if anyone's found the twin sister. If so, you can hook up with them and share your proceeds. I have found over 20 of the bills that have a twin sister, so they are out there. It is very possible. Very possible. Reading $2 bills, you gotta love those, Benjamin J, for sure. Hello, Russell Barker. Hello, Sonia Bustos. All right, 48414480. 4s, 8s, 1s, and 0. Kind of a cool note, but not really collectible. And again, just because I keep something or don't keep something doesn't mean that's what you have to do. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you find something that looks cool to your eye, I keep stuff all the time that, to my knowledge, has no additional value over face value, but I just find the note cool. I found some with very close to my phone number when I was growing up as a kid that I have kept. All in all, I try to keep things that are worth more than face value, so that if I would sell them on eBay, and I do plan to reactivate my eBay store someday, it makes sense to hang on to them because they're worth paying the eBay fees and the shipping. Ooh. 6825 from the start, 6858 from the back. Not far off from being what we would call a radar note or a palindrome note, but not any value above face value to my knowledge. Anyone I have missed tonight in the chat, I apologize. to catch everybody and to search these semi-accurately and not miss too much taxes my abilities. Anyone that wasn't recognized as a new subscriber, that is a OBS CloudBot issue. It just doesn't catch them all. I'm sorry for that. We do appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed tonight. I do hunt with my 14, 11-year-old grandsons, and they have given me a goal of 20,000 subscribers by year end, which I found a very aggressive goal. I told them I would do this format of streaming 3 or 4 times a week, and we do a daily short video as well on coin hunting. We've been searching coins on YouTube for over 4 years. We've been searching currency in this format for the last 6 months. We've got a collection of thousands of $1 bills that are cool that we have found that we felt like keeping. And some of them, I got so many of them, I'm not keeping that type, like an over-ink number or a gas pump or a radar note, because I've just got too many until I start selling them. 440-60506, kind of cool, but not anything that I keep. All right, come on, last strap. Give me a star note. Throw me a bone here. Come on. If we don't find another star note, we're going to set our new record for only 2 star notes out of a 500 bill hunt, and that's not the record I was looking to break tonight. We do have over 1,700 videos posted on YouTube on all kinds of different denominations of coins and currency. 2454 5451. 1s, 2s, 4s, and 5s not collectible. 1254 1154 over ink 7. That is a printing error. It's one that I'm not keeping any more of right now because I have too many, but that's what we call an over inked print error. Bookends 13, says Diana Ramsey. I think that was a 13 and a 31. Now, it's always possible I could have missed another one, because it happens every stream. At least almost every stream. I'm looking. Yeah. Not a bookend. That's the one you're referring to. It starts with 13, it ends in 31. There are people trying to sell those as bookends on eBay, but that is not what we would consider to be a bookend. It would start with 13, end with 13 to be a bookend. Close, but no cigar. So if you're here for the first time or the 50th time and you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a thing. Are we to Tuesday yet? Still Monday where I am. Mondays and Tuesdays both, it's free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you a thing. Actually, any day that ends in Y, it's free. But it means the world to us, and my grandsons especially, and we appreciate it. In return, we try to put out a bunch of content and give you something to watch. Craig R. 13777, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Appreciate it. Can we find something? Anything? Something? Please? Hate to beg. Hate to beg. I'd rather have a missed bookend than find nothing. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but another 5. Not a broken ladder. Somebody wrote on that one. That does not increase the value of the bill in any way, shape, or form. All right, we got about 15 bills here left to search. Then we're going to do our giveaway. And then I'm going to be out of $1 bills that haven't been searched. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun to research any. So I'm going to have to go get some more. And I will do that tomorrow. Get me some teller straps. That is a very over-inked 5, an over inked 8. That is a printing error. Again, I have so many, unless they're ridiculous, I'm not keeping them. I did keep one earlier I thought was an extreme example. See how over inked that 0 is? It sticks out like a sore thumb. Those do have a little bit of value above face value. Not a ton, but a little bit. Hello, Anne Frank. Good to see you. Star Note 00288002. So that's a trinary in a star net with 2s and 8s. It's very close to a radar note, but it's not. So nice find, Willie. Trinary star note in good shape, $4 plus on eBay. If you want to search your bills when you go to eBay, go in there and then search for star note, $1 bill, 6s. It'll pop up and it'll show you everyone that's for sale right now, which will give you a little bit of an idea of value, but people can ask crazy amounts on there. So scroll all the way down in the bottom left corner. There is something that says recently sold. Click that box and it will show you what the bills are actually selling for, not the crazy amount somebody may be asking for it. And that is the most current price guide really that exists for fancy serial numbers. Unlike dollar bills where there's all kinds of stuff out there that you can look up your value. I recommend PCBonus.com. James Cash, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We're glad to have you. All right, just a few bills to go here. Can we get a find? Come on. Can we get a find? Maybe, maybe not. We did find a star note in the last dollar we looked at in the first strap tonight. We've only got 2 star notes. That is low. We usually average 1 star note per strap, over 1 star note per strap. That is not going to be the case tonight, though. I think this is the last bill. 69690890. That is not going to do it. Not going to do it. Well, that's $500 surged. Dang it. Oh, well. We did have some good finds. What we're going to do now, though, is something I do every stream. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to start a giveaway for this silver certificate $1 bill. You're going to type in exclamation GAW to enter after I start the giveaway. We will, at the end of 3 minutes, let the computer pick a winner. At the 1.5 minute mark, I haven't run an ad all night long. I've been on stream 2 hours and 15 minutes ad-free. I am going to run an ad during this. You won't miss anything to help me pay for the giveaway. But first, and so don't hate on me too bad for running an ad. It's my only one of the night. We're going to start the giveaway. It should pop up and tell you in the chat that a giveaway has started. You're going to type in exclamation GAW. To win, we'd appreciate it if you were subscribed. Also, you need to be 18 years of age or older, or 13 years of age or older with parental permission. I will ask for verification, because I have to. Other than that, we have a lot of first-time winners all the time. People that just popped in, been here 10 minutes or an hour, and all of a sudden they've won. If you're not subscribed, this will be your last time to tonight on this stream to become a subscriber. It's free, means the world to us, doesn't cost you a penny. We would appreciate that. Also, if you have enjoyed the content and you haven't hit the thumbs up button to let YouTube know we're doing a good job, please do. We would appreciate that greatly. We have had 27,000 people pop in during this stream. We appreciate each and every one of you, and especially those of you that become new subscribers tonight. Thank you for that, or subscribers in the recent future or ever. We appreciate you. I will be doing this format streaming again on Wednesday night at 9:45. 1:34 left. I'm going to activate the ad. Again, don't hate on me too much. Not all of you will even have to watch it, and I won't let you miss a thing. I will even add an extra 10 seconds at the end of the giveaway which there's a minute 20 left, in the giveaway so that no one misses it. No one misses it. Usually we have 50 or so people enter these giveaways, despite there being over 200 people watching. I don't know if I got a bunch of people under 13. Or if not, anybody wants my crinkly old dollar bill silver certificate that's worth $5 that they can win for free and be collectible and be awesome. I just don't know. Jim Thompson, been a member for over 29 months. Thank you, Jim, for being a member. We appreciate that greatly. Any of you can become a member of our channel for as little as 99 cents a month. What if a star node has a run size of 500K? In that case, Austin, it is depends what it says on the heat chart, how far it goes over towards the flames, and how big the total print run was. But in all likelihood, that's going to add a little bit of value to it, and it's something you could put in your eBay listing, and it's going to sell a lot quicker, being a lower print run star note. The lowest print run I've ever found is, I think, 250,000. Exclamation GAW to enter the giveaway. We got 3 seconds left, but I'm going to add time to that because I promised I would. I promised no one would miss anything by watching my ad. I have no idea what product it pushed on you. You don't have to buy it. Here, I'm going to resume entries. We got 45 people entered. I'm going to give you at least 10 seconds to get in. At least 10 seconds to get in. If you're not subscribed or haven't hit that thumbs up button, this is a great time to do it. Great for us at least. Doesn't cost you anything. Means the world to us. 10-9-8. I'm going to close the entries and give this thing away. We have about a 1 in 50 chance of winning. 48 in. 7-6-5. Type quick. Exclamation GAW. 18 and over to win. 13 and over with parental permission. 49. Where did I end up? 5-4-3. Last chance. Exclamation GAW. 2-1-0. Ending entries, closing entries, closing entries now. All right, good luck, everybody. The winner of this $1 silver certificate from 1957 is Lambo. Congratulations, Lambo. B-Ride, Lambo of God. B-Ride, Lambo of God. You have won. And I don't think you've ever won before, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You may have won before. Shipped a bunch of these out last week. I ship usually once a week. If I'm not too busy, congratulations. Now what you have to do, you have homework, Lambo. You have homework. You need to send me an email claiming your prize. Send me an email claiming your prize. Are you here, Lambo? Are you here? Oh, it's going too fast. I can't see it. Are you here, Lambo? There you are. It's popped up just above where your comment is. PasSpareTime@yahoo.com. You need to send me an email claiming that. You also need to confirm to me that you're over 18 or 13 or over with an email from mom or dad or a guardian. And give me your shipping address so I can ship this out to you when I ship later this week. Congrats, Lambo. Oh, Lamb of God. I like that even better. And I'm calling you Lambo and you're Lamb of God. Well, B-Ride, Lamb of God, Queen, I'm sorry. I won't call you Lambo anymore. I'll call you Lamb of God. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Tom Thumb. Was being a little thick on that one. You have 4 8 and 6 4s. That's a great one. That is a great one. Raina Alexander, thank you for joining the PasSpareTime fan club. We appreciate you greatly. Appreciate you greatly. That is a true binary, or that's a binary reader, and it's worth over $20 for sure. Having 6 consecutive 4s and a 7th 4, it's going to be worth more than that. B.H. Ringer's been a member for 19 months. Thank you, B.H. Ringer. We appreciate you, my friend, and thanks for being a moderator. Well, thank you, Jason Russell. I appreciate that. So, I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what that's worth, reader, but it's worth more than $20 for sure. With the 6 consecutive 4s, the 7th 4 on it, that could approach $40, $50. You'd have to look that one up, and it's going to depend on condition. When you're selling coins or you're selling currency, two things make up the value. One is rarity. And that one's rare because it's got 6 4s in a row and 7 4s on the bill and only 1 8 to go with it. But condition is the other thing that makes up the difference. On coins, they grade coins from 0 to 70, and a 70 is worth a lot more than a 0. So the better the condition, the more it's going to be worth. Thank you, Lamb of God. I appreciate that very much. Hey, how far back do you go on birthday notes? I keep a few 1890s, but a lot of the real older ones I won't keep. But I used to keep 1890s. I really don't even keep those anymore. I try to keep the ones where it would be somebody living or maybe recently passed away that could be a special number for somebody. It's definitely circulated. All right. That's like my 6 4s is definitely circulated. It's not in great shape. What kind of year of dimes? Dimes, the only real dime, there are some dimes that are special, but the only dimes that really are, you're going to routinely find are 1964 and earlier. If you find a 1964 Roosevelt or earlier, if you find the Mercury dimes that were printed before the Roosevelt dimes, minted before, those are 90% silver, worth about $2.50. There are proof dimes, there are some air dimes, but really on Roosevelt dimes, there's not anything that's extremely rare in a basic year. So really, you're looking for silver. Good for you, Rusty Shack. I coached a baseball game. I didn't work near as hard as you. W quarters are definitely worth saving. Matter of fact, sometimes if they're in great shape, they're worth as much as a silver quarter. You want to keep your W mint mark quarters for sure. 6 and 4 zeros, 260. That's a quad. That's worth $1.50 probably, Willie. So we have worked our way into Tuesday morning. I doubt if I sleep, but I'm going to try. I appreciate all of you spending a Monday night with me. Thank you very much. We did have a few finds, a couple star notes, some quads, some trinary notes, some bookends, but really pretty thin on the finds tonight. Hopefully it'll be better. Wednesday night at 9:45 I'll be doing this again, planning to doing this again for sure. Also Sunday at 9:45. I may do it again tomorrow night and more nights this week, but no guarantees. I will see all of you again soon when Paul has more spare time. I appreciate y'all being here. Have a great week. God bless. And we'll see you soon. Moderators, thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you. I appreciate you. Thanks to the new members. All the likes and all the subscribes. Quick answer if you're still here, AD, on your question about silver versus gold. It's a tough question to answer, and it's up to each individual. Gold has certainly experienced a much better gain in the last year of value than silver has, though both are up. The problem with buying grams of gold is you pay a tremendous premium over spot price to buy a gram of gold. The same with buying a 1/10 ounce silver versus buying a full silver round. I am not one that gives professional advice on investing, but just consider the premium you're paying on grams of gold when you buy in small denominations. And it's certainly hard to buy a full ounce of gold when it's $2,500 an ounce. Good luck, y'all. Good night. Subscriber count I'm still showing is 13,900. It doesn't, when you get to over 10,000, it doesn't round it to the nearest number. So perhaps next stream we will crack over the 14,000. But we do appreciate the effort. Now I'm really going to bed. Night all.